Check 1, 1, 2.
Testing 1, 2, 2.
Hey, just real quick, your crew.
Yep. Oh no. Hey, just don't let them see my face, okay? Oh.
Rutgers York hopes that everyone had a happy holidays, fulfilling Thanksgiving. But now, back to basketball.
Check 1, 1. Do you know what? Yeah, no, keep it live.
It's unmuted as well.
Yeah,
okay.
Keep it unmuted just so they can hear the anthem and stuff. But this is good.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't expect you to know. Check 1. Check 1. Check 1. So I want to make sure people can hear me. But check. I don't hear myself anymore. Can I? If I push this down, is it?
At this time.
All right. So check 1. Check. Is there a way I can hear myself with the headphones? I just did before. Check 1. Wait. Check. Yeah, I can hear it now. I can hear myself too. All right, I'll just pull it off my ear. Moving forward, it'd be great if I could be able to hear myself.
Try it now.
Check 1. No. Check.
Should be one of these.
Check 1. Yep. All right. I still can't hear myself here, but I can't hear myself here, but it's we're good though?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get this.
Huh?
I'll get this together.
Yeah, no, we'll figure it out for the next time. It's all right.
By Madison LaSalle and Asia Harper. And now, let's welcome the starting lineup for your Rutgers North Scarlet Raiders. From Newark, New Jersey, senior number 0, Rihanna Abdussalam. At sophomore from New Bradford, Connecticut, number 1, Nicole Tamario. From Bronx, New York, at guard number 3,
What's going on, everybody? You are looking live, Golden Dome Athletic Center downtown, Newark, New Jersey. It's the Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders women's basketball team in action. Thanksgiving weekend, everybody. Scarlet Raiders come into this contest, non-conference matchup with a record of 2-4 overall as they take on the Hunter College Hawks. Hawks at 4-2. Lots to unpack, lots of storylines. Let's run through the starters. It'll be number 0, Abdussalam, number 1, Tamario, number 3, Arlene Medina, number 11, the senior 5'7" guard, Cornesia Q. Felder. And number 14, the 5'11" senior forward out of Plainfield, Jalen Alston. The Scarlet Raiders are coached by Stacy Townsend. For Hunter College, it'll be Alexa Charles, the senior 5'8" guard out of Terrytown, New York, the former Player of the Year in 2024-2025 in the CUNYAC Conference. Number 1, Mia Fuller, junior guard, 5'5", out of the Bronx, New York. Number 3 is Makeda Murray, 5'4", senior guard out of Brooklyn. Kennedy Dunny, senior guard, 5'8", out of Joplin. Number 15, number 42, the 6'4" senior Gianna Henriques. Down to the floor, we are underway. Stacy Townsend telling me how important it is for the Scarlet Raiders to get off to a good start. Not what they did in their last matchup on the road in the first conference game of the season for the Scarlet Raiders. A loss to Rutgers Camden. And that's a three-point goal to start things off for number 15, Kennedy Dury, looking more like Steph Curry from the corner. The Joplin, Missouri, Macaulay Catholic alum makes it 3-0 Hunter College. Rayana Abdus-Salam, the floater from the paint, off the glass and in, and it's Abdus-Salam with the biggest matchup of her season as she has been tasked with covering number 0, Alexa Charles, who's exceeded the 2,000-point plateau this season back in November. And Charles with the three-point attempt, no good. Abdus-Salam with a rebound, and we've got our first foul of the game. That will go against number 42, Gianna Henriques, the 6'4" senior out of Truman High School in Queens. Yeah, Charles certainly one of the players to watch, a generational player. A player like this does not come around very often. The CUNYAC Player of the Year, the CUNYAC Championship appearance by the Hawks last season. They want to get back there this year. What a pass from Arlene Medina to Cornesia Felder. Gorgeous look from Medina, and Rutgers takes the 4-3 lead. The head coach for Hunter College, John Garrett, in his 11th season, the coach of the year last year for these Hunter College Hawks. Nice look inside to Charles. Good defense. Shot is no good. And a traveling violation called against Alexa Charles. Alexa Charles leads Hunter College in virtually every category this year. She leads the entire history of the program in points, in steals. Just as effective in the classroom, the academic all-star Charles only comes around every so often, so it's a battle of zeros as Rayana Abdus-Salam gets stripped of the basketball, and here comes Alexa Charles. Charles gives it up to her left. Henriques back to Alexa Charles. Three-pointer off the mark. Charles off to an unusually slow start in this one. Back come the Scarlet Raiders. Up and in, Cornesia Felder. You got to go all the way back to 2014, the last time these two teams played. It was a win for the Scarlet Raiders. And the other couple of wins for Rutgers, as they've won 2 of their last 3, coming against York. CUNY win on 11-19. Final there, 82-38. A big win for Rutgers Newark. They lost to Baruch on November 15th, also part of the CUNYAC Conference, 79-63. A win against Keystone on November 18th for Rutgers Newark, 77-53. So no stranger to the CUNY Conference, and Charles is going to get fouled. She will go to the line.
That fouls into the 0, Rayana Abdus-Salam.
Charles, the best free throw shooter on this team at 7:38. She's 31 of 42 this season. Her first trip to the charity stripe this afternoon here in Newark, New Jersey. Overcast, a little intermittent rain outside here today in Newark.
Alexa Charles makes the first.
We hope you all had a very happy Thanksgiving. Charles with her second attempt. and it's good. Rutgers, of course, in the home white. It's the Hawks in the yellow and purple. Q pulls it back. Q being guarded by Murray. And Murray gets called for the call. That's Makeda Murray. Murray, senior, 6'5" guard out of Brooklyn, New York, in the Brooklyn College Academy. It will be Mia Fuller, the junior, 5'5" guard out of the Boogie Down Bronx, New York. Shout out Boogie Down Bronx, my hometown as well. And the floater from Murray is good. And Hunter back on top, 7-6. We got a dogfight to start here in this first quarter. Smacked away beautifully by Murray. Murray not playing any games in this man defense setup. Jalen Alston has that rejected. Henriques with the rejection. Big transition. Excellent ball movement. And Charles finishes off with the feed from Kennedy Nuri. The Show Me State product. Murray says, I'll show you. She ran the floor beautifully on that exchange. Ball is loose. We've got a whistle on the floor. Our officials tonight, Brandon Appel, Brittany Meyer, and Barry Lastra. Cornelia Felder will inbound the basketball. Sine Brody and Abdul Salam led all scorers in that loss against Camden, 15 and 13 points respectively. It's Brody with the basketball. She gives to Lenny Medina, who's lights out from about 15 feet to mid-range. Gorgeous shot by our Lenny Medina as Rutgers now trails by 1. Behind the back goes Murray, moving left to right. Into the corner. Good defense by Medina. Murray again, now finds Charles, the All-American. Charles goes to Henriques. Alston gives her a little bit of room, maybe a little too much. And the 6'4" center showing soft hands as she drains the mid-range. It's now 11-8 in favor of the Hawks. Jalen Alston now gives to Tamario. Nicole Tamario wearing number 1, takes it herself, parting the seas. Nicole Tamario out of North Branford, Connecticut, pulls Rutgers within 1. Murray into the corner. Getting a piece of that, I think, on defense was Felder. Felder now gets it back. Bounce pass to Tamario, who's absolutely hammered in the paint. And a foul against the Hawks as Tamario will inbound the basketball. And checking in now off the bench, it'll be Allie Drake, the 5'4" junior guard out of Beaufort, Georgia, says, I'm checking in for some hotline bling, everybody. Cornelia Felder gets turned away. Excellent defense by number 15, Dury, and number 3, Murray, putting up the wall, creating a big turnover for Hunter. Rutgers showing man defense here. It'll be Q guarding Murray. QV Murray, not to be confused with QVC. It's Charles now with the left hand. And Charles goes to the hole, fouled on the play. She'll take it all day long, everybody. We mentioned the Hawks coming off a loss at Stevens on Tuesday as Rayana Abdul-Salam checks in. Alston will take a seat. Final there, 82-67. Charles hits the first.
Alexa Charles makes the first. Second shot's good. Hunter with a win against Penn State Abington on the 23rd
where Coach John Garrett earned his 150th career win. We got a foul on the play against Hunter. That'll go against Kennedy Dury. Three-point goal for Rihanna Abdus-Salam, and we're all even at 13. A good look inside to Charles. Shot off the glass, no good. A rebound to Mario. Excellent job of the boards thus far by Rutgers. Good head fake by Brody, creating space. And the rebound pulled down by Drake. And Drake says it's part of God's plan. The three from Charles. And a timeout called by Stacey Townsend as the Alexa Charles three makes it 16-13. We'll be back after this brief timeout. Back here live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center on Youth Community Day. I want to give a shout out to all local schools in attendance for the big matchup between Rutgers Newark women's hoop and the Hunter College Hawks, 16-13. And look at this, big press broken by Rutgers, but it's picked off. Fuller now. Great press by the Hawks results in the turnover. Charles kicks it out to Drake. Drake with a quick pass to the corner. That shot by Murray no good, but the offensive rebound pulled down by Pang. That's number 23, Wanwa Pang. And the turnover, Q with the left hand. Q gets doubled up. And the foul called on number 26. Oh, it's a shot clock. What happened, Allie? Either way, Cornelia Felder to inbound the basketball. Big possession here for Rutgers. 3 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter. Driving to the basket hard, it's Abdus-Salam, and she gets fouled. I believe that will be Allie Drake. Checking in now, it's Amani McKenzie for Rutgers, 5'7" freshman guard out of Teaneck. Rihanna Abdus-Salam misses the first. 500 free throw shooter prior to these two is going to lower that significantly. That's one area Abdus-Salam might have a bit of a weakness. Such a complete game overall. That shot no good. Fast break. 2-on-1. Gorgeous pass. Brody can't convert. What an unselfish play by Cornelia Felder. Excellent ball movement by the Scarlet Raiders as the Hawks continue to work it around. And the foul going to be called on Amani McKenzie out of Teaneck High School.
That foul's on the spot, Amani McKenzie. That's our first, team's 4.
We mentioned Cuniac, a goal this year of getting back to the Cuniac Championship, which they lost last year. John Garrett telling me, Alexa Charles, all this young woman cares about is winning. So he's got a ton of support from Hunter College with recruiting. Just tremendous student athletes. Charles with the pullback. She forced it. to get under the gun for the shot clock. Traveling violation called against Q. And this is playground basketball, folks. You talk about playing fast. We are up and down in a hurry here on a Sunday at Thanksgiving weekend. 16-13, Hawks with the lead. It'll be Drake. Looking inside was Murray. The pullback Jay is no good. Drake with the rebound. Put back no good. Medina pulls it down. And a double dribble called against Medina as Rutgers turns it over. Checking in now for the Hawks is Ori Tong. Ori Tong, 5'4", freshman guard out of Middle Village, New York. It'll be Tamario returning for the Scarlet Raiders.
Into the game for Hunter, Ori Tong.
Shot broken up. Drake gets the rebound. Drake again. Good look underneath by Drake. Fouled on the play is Ari Tong. And Tong will go to the free throw line for the Hawks.
That's her first. Team is over the limit.
Tong
shooting 2.
Her first free throws of the year. And missed the first. And once again, Tong makes the second. The freshman out of Middle Village, Tong, up until today. Another turnover. Good ball move. No, it's going to be thrown out of bounds, intended for Drake. And Drake says, I started from the bottom, but I'm not here, as that ball goes out of bounds. Oh, a big steal by Charles. Alexa Charles up and in. And the last thing you want to see is Charles catch fire. And another turnover. Here come the Hawks. Drake has that partially blocked. And a swarming defense. Drake now with the basket from the paint. And a swarming defense causing all kinds of problems for Rutgers as McKenzie nearly traveled. She gets doubled in the corner. McKenzie getting harassed, gets it to Tamario. Tamario needs some help. McKenzie, Abdul Salam is fouled. Great job by Abdul Salam to get that shot off. The foul will go against number 23, Wanhua Peng. Wanhua out of Francis Lewis High School.
That foul's on number 23. Wanhua Peng, her first, team 4.
And Abdul Salam.
Salam makes the first.
Misses the second. A turnover. Tamario with the head fake. Threads the needle. And Tamario with a sweet move. Up and in to Cole Tamario. 5 seconds to go. Can Charles get one last shot? 2 seconds. Abdul Salam with the steal.
And that's in the first quarter.
And that will end the first quarter.
21.
Hunter leads it by 5, 21-16. Let's take a look at the stats before we go to break. Leading all scorers with 11 points is Alexa Charles for Hunter. For Rutgers Newark, Abdul Salam chipped in 6, Tamario with 4, and Felder with 4. Rutgers Newark, Abdul Salam with the only three-pointer of that quarter, I should say. Charles 1 of 4 from three-point range for the Hunter College Hawks. Fuller was 0 for 2. Dury was the lone three-point scorer for the Hawks in that first quarter as she hit on her only attempt. Murray and Drake 0 for 1 from 3 as well. Charles with 3 of 9 from the floor in that first quarter. As we mentioned, good for 11 points. Folks, we're going to take a brief timeout and be back with the start of the second quarter right after this. Back live here at the Golden Dome Athletics Center on Thanksgiving weekend. Thank you for tuning in to our live coverage of Rutgers Newark women's basketball on Raider Vision on YouTube. It'll be the Hawks to inbound the basketball as Allie Drake looks for help. She finds it in Mia Fuller. Fuller in the backcourt being guarded by Q. Fuller moving left to right. Fuller now gives to Charles, who's wide open. Charles, great court sets there as she found the open space and had an uncontested look at the basket and buries it to make it 23-16. Brody now. Brody with the turnaround off the glass and in. Gorgeous shot by Brody. And it's 23-16. The Hawks with the lead. Tamario guarding Murray. Murray gives to Charles. Henriques now. Strong power move as she pushed Brody out of the way with ease. That's the 6'4" Henriques. And it'll stay the same way as Alston returns. Inbounding the basketball will be Mia Fuller. And Fuller with the full house as she finds a streaking Charles, who was wide open. And Rutgers is going to need to do a better job there on the inbounds. Brody's on fire. 2 in a row for Sine Brody as the Scarlet Raiders cut it to 5. Strong move to the hole, in and out. Charles no longer. That was number 1, Fuller. Fuller gets called. Well, it's Rutgers basketball. I'm not sure what the call was there. My apologies. As Tamario returns for Rutgers. The 5'5" sophomore guard out of North Branford, Connecticut, and North Branford High School. As Sine Brody takes a seat. It'll be Tamario now to Medina, over to Q. Q pulls up and waits. Back to Tamario. Tamario running the point through the legs, being guarded by Murray. Tamario, nice bounce pass underneath. Q is harassed. Stripped of the ball, nothing called. Turnover. Excellent defense by Hunter. Drake for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Medina. Medina's going to take it herself. Arlene Medina looks for Q. Q finally collects. Q with the bounce pass to Rihanna. Rihanna misses from 10 feet. But excellent ball movement there by Rutgers. It'll be Murray now with the basketball, moving from left to right. Murray to Charles. Long range 3 from the Prudential Center. And Charles hits from way downtown. And it's 28-20. Wide open Q. Charles comes back. As Alexa Charles with the excellent help defense. And Q stepped out of bounds. It will be Hunter basketball. Murray now gives to Mia Fuller. Henriques v. Alston. Henriques goes baseline. And a foul called against Henriques. Henriques.
That's an offensive foul, number 42.
I mean, you talk about a physical presence underneath.
Team's first for the
Henriques is going to take a seat after that foul. An offensive foul called against Henriques. Will give the ball back to Rutgers here in the opening minutes of this second quarter. 28-20, big possession here for Rutgers. Got to stop the bleeding. Q now being guarded by the All-American Charles. Medina takes it herself. The pullback, Jay Arlene Medina. The confidence is staggering in number 3. Medina makes it 28-22. And here comes Dury. Dury with the no look. Charles in charge. Alexa Charles makes it 30-22. And the all-time points leader for Hunter, showing her dominance here in the second quarter. And another turnover. Here comes Murray. Good ball movement. Fuller. No basket. No basket. And the foul going to be called against Rihanna.
That's her second.
No, it's going to go against Medina, who collects her second personal as Tamario steps off. Brody back on for Rutgers. Mia Fuller. Once again, it's Youth Community Day here at Rutgers Newark. More on that in the second half. Might want to talk to a couple of the kids that have made their way out here today. As Alston gives to Medina over to Q. And what's the call? Felder turns it over as McKenzie, and that's one of the problems here today, as Quanasia Felder has struggled for Rutgers Newark. They're going to need to get her going if they want to have a shot in this one. Felder with just 4 points. And a foul called against the Hawks with under 6 to go here until the half. Medina now kicks it to McKenzie. Amani McKenzie working the horn. Alston is going to get called for the travel. That pivot foot's got to stay on the ground. And it's now an 8-point lead for Hunter. Mia Fuller being guarded by Medina. Rutgers playing man defense. And now Murray. Murray goes to her left, finds Dury. Dury gives to Fuller. Mia Fuller pulls it back, nearly loses the handle. Fuller with the left hand, looks to thread the needle. Excellent defense by Rutgers, and McKenzie comes up with it. McKenzie's going to take her time, being guarded by Charles. McKenzie gains the half court. McKenzie v. Charles over to Alston. Alston spins, puts the ball on the ground. Mismatch there. Alston can't convert. Rebound Charles up ahead to Fuller. Fuller, beautiful block by Medina. Checking back in, it's Sophie Stratton. Sophie Stratton, the 5'8" junior guard out of Granite Bay, California. Sophie Stratton looking to work the slopes here today of Newark. And that's a long-range shot from about 20 feet. No good from Stratton. Stratton, the Granite Bay High School alum. Rihanna Abdus-Salam, high off the glass, no good. And that's going to go out of bounds. Folks, we're going to stay the same way. 4:40 remaining here in the second quarter. It'll be Tamario to inbound. Tamario being guarded by Stratton. Tamario looks. Rihanna way off the mark. And a foul is going to be called on Tamario. So Tamario, her first personal, 4:35 remaining. It's Murray with the basketball, finds a wide open Dury off the mark from 3. Rebound, Sine Brody, and here comes Brody. Brody with a head of steam. Alston's got to hang on to that one. A beautiful feed from Sine Brody, and maybe Alston just wasn't expecting it. But a wide open Jalen Alston at 5'11" under the basket. Got a nice feed from Brody. As we approach 4 minutes to go, Rutgers trails by 8. Murray double teamed. Murray finds some help at Charles. Charles goes baseline, kicks it out to 3. That off the mark from Dury. And here comes Brody. Look at the transition from Rutgers. Just rims out. And Drake, Ollie Drake, playground basketball. Drake off the glass and no good. The follow from Stratton. And Stratton is fouled on the play. And Stratton will go to the line for the Hawks. Stratton 0 for 2 this season from the charity stripe. Stratton has scored 26 points in her freshman campaign this season. I'm sorry, her junior campaign, folks. Granite Bay, California native, now with her second attempt. And that's in. It's good. Stratton looking much better from the free throw line during that sequence. Here comes Medina. Medina left hand, right hand, no good. Alston puts it up, no good. A rebound, Charles up ahead. Beautiful pass to Dury. Dury's got to hit that. I mean, it's a wide open look. Charles is so smart with the basketball. It's just unbelievable. What a pleasure to watch. Alexa Charles. Medina again from above the free throw line, no good. Alston with the rebound. A jump ball called, but a strong job by Jalen Alston. Jalen Alston getting the start today and a lot of minutes to boot. Alston, the graduate student, 5'11", out of Plainfield, New Jersey. Medina inbounds, finds Rihanna to Sine. Sine with the right hand, drives up, no good. Big rebound by Alston, who's looked strong on the boards today. Three-pointer from Rihanna, no good. And a great job by Alston prior to today. Jalen Alston had just 16 rebounds on the season. And today, Alston, that shot is off the mark. Rebound by McKenzie. Alston with 2 rebounds in this game, leading the rebound category for Rutgers with 5 apiece are Alston and Medina. So Jalen with 5 rebounds. And that's up and in. So it's now 34-22. And another turnover for Rutgers. Stratton gives to Dury. Back to Murray. Murray's going to be fouled on the play as the Hawks continue to keep up the pressure.
That foul's on number 0, Raniana. Abdul Salam, first, second.
Felder returns along with Samario.
Nicole Samario and Khadijah Felder.
Number 2, Paulina Bonilla, 5'11" freshman forward out of Middle Village, New York. Checks in. On the line now, it's number 3 for the Hawks. That's Makeda Murray, who makes the first.
Makeda Murray makes the first.
Murray's first free throw of the day. It's good. 6 points now for Murray.
Substitutes return to the game.
Mia Fuller.
For the Hawks. 1:57 left.
5 players now on the floor. Fuller makes it a full house. Along with Tamario now over to Charles. Charles to Tamario. Over to Rihanna. Rihanna gives to Alston off the glass and no good. Alston now is 0 for 4 from the field. Still looking for her first points of the game.
Hell ball possession. Hawks.
Hey, stack two, stack two, stack two.
1:31 remaining in the half. Until the half. 1:25 remaining in the quarter. Blocked by Medina. Great job by Arleni. Arleni Medina. Obviously one of the core players on this Rutgers team. The 5'6" junior out of the Bronx, New York. Just a terrific young woman. Cannot say enough about the leadership, the poise, and the swagger from number 3, Arleni Medina. She's got game, understated, lets her actions speak for themselves. Arleni Medina, prior to this game here today, Medina 3rd in scoring on this Rutgers team, averaging just over 8 a game. Felder, the leading scorer for Rutgers, averaging close to 17 a game. Brody averaging nearly 13 a game. And Abdul Salam averaging just over 10 a game, again, prior to the start of this non-conference matchup. And we've got a developing situation on the floor right now. Long officials timeout. Finally, the Hawks will inbound, or at least try, and they do just that. The little give and go, and the shot no good by Fuller. Rebound Medina. Medina up ahead to Q. Q finds Tamario. Over to Rihanna, back to Q. Q for 3 off the mark. Rebound Charles. Charles, the smooth senior guard out of Tarrytown, New York, and Sleepy Hollow High School. Nothing sleepy about her game, I'll tell you that right now. And above the foul line, the air ball by Benea will give Rutgers back to basketball with 48.8 to go in the half. It'll be Amani McKenzie.
Under 1 minute left in your first half.
McKenzie still looking for her first points of the game. Tamario to McKenzie. McKenzie not starting today. McKenzie cuts through the paint. Tamario pulls up from just below the foul line. It's no good. And here comes Mia Fuller. Fuller gives to Dury. Dury decides to drive, and the block called against Felder. And for Quinasia Felder, it's her second personal, and that will put Kennedy Dury on the line. As Sine Brody will give Medina a break. Q will stay in the basketball game. I'm hoping to get a special guest at halftime, talk a little bit about this community day here at Rutgers Newark. That'll be number 15, Dury, on the line for the Hawks. Misses the first. Dury's 1 for 4 from the floor. 1 for 4 from 3. 0 for 1 from the charity stripe. Her first trip to the line today. Makes the second. 1 for 1. Dury now with 4 points on the day. Tamario, 15 seconds to go. Abdul Salam with 8. Bounce pass to Brody. And Brody's foul. Great pass from Rihanna Abdul Salam. And that'll put Brody on the line for Rutgers Newark. Brody 2 of 7 from the floor. her first trip to the charity stripe this afternoon. Misses the first. Brody with 4 points today. Hunter's done a great job of shutting down Sine. The big guns are going to have to pick it up in the second half of this one. 3 seconds to go. Fuller with the floater. Off the glass, no good. 37-23 at the half. Leading scorer for Rutgers Newark with 6 is Abdul Salam. 4 apiece for Tamario Felder, Medina, and Brody. 4. Hunter College leading the way with 20 big points. It's Alexa Charles. 6 from Murray. 5 rebounds for Charles. 1 assist. Unbelievable. Charles is the real deal. We'll be back after this. And welcome back to the Golden Dome Athletic Center. John Heffernan here with the call. Second half action coming up. It is Hunter College with the 37-23 lead in this one, led by their all-everything senior number 0, Alexa Charles. 20 points for Charles. She is 7 of 15 from the field, shooting 47%. She's also pulled down a team-leading 5 rebounds in this one and dished out 1 assist to go along with 3 steals. So really, if you're Stacey Townsend of the Scarlet Raiders, you've got to work on shutting down number 0, Alexa Charles, for Hunter College. Certainly a problem that opposing teams have had all season long. Murray with 6 points for the Hawks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different players in the scoring column for Hunter. Let's go down to the floor for the start of the third quarter. And we are underway. Rayana Abdul-Salam gives to Tamario. Cornelia Felder with the basketball. Medina now from the side. Yes! Arlene Medina finding the stroke early here in the third quarter. And that lead has now been cut to 11. In the opening minute of quarter number 3, it'll be Drake. Drake now gives to Fuller. Fuller to Henriques. Henriques 1v1 versus Alston. And look at Henriques getting the owed rebound off her shot. Ball's on the floor. It'll be a jump ball. Good defense there by Rutgers Newark. We got a special guest hopefully coming up in just a couple of moments from now on Youth Community Day here at Rutgers Newark. I want to give a shout out to Patterson Charter Science and Tech. And their coach Christina in the house tonight. And of course, Coach Christina from Patterson Charter Science and Tech was the inspiration behind several players for Rutgers Newark, including Zorelli Bobadilla, the freshman out of Woodland Park, New Jersey, who played her high school basketball in Patterson for Coach Christina and Patterson Charter. And that's going to be up and in. And Rutgers off to a great start here in the third quarter. Hunter's coming back. Henriques now. Alston has done a superb job here today. Not this time. As Henrique gets her own rebound, goes up strong, scores the basket, and is fouled on the play.
That foul's on number 14. Jalen Alston, that's her second. Team first for the quarter.
Henriques, up until now, just had 2 points on the day, make it 4 now. And with that free throw on the three-point play, it's 5 points for Henriques. Hunter up by 12. Big possession here for Rutgers. Medina for 3 off the mark. A big rebound pulled down there by Dury. Fuller now with the basketball. Fuller gives to Charles. Kicks it out to Drake for 3 off the mark. Allie Drake cannot convert. Offensive rebound, Fuller. Charles with the pull-up from about 14 feet. Ball's on the ground and a jump ball as Alston got tangled up with number 15 from Hunter College. That's Kennedy Dury, the Joplin, Missouri native. 2 minutes gone by here in the third quarter. 12-point lead for Hunter College. It will be Rutgers with the basketball to Mario, guarded by Charles. Three-pointer from Rayana off the mark. And Rutgers shooting woes from 3 continue as they are 2 of 7 today from beyond the arc. Shot no good to Mario with the basketball up ahead to Alston. Alston looking for Q, and it's kicked out of bounds by number 12, Allie Drake. To Mario to inbound. Q being guarded by Drake. Q from the side. Great defense by Drake. Pull up Jay from Charles off the mark. Good hustle by Drake to keep it in bounds. And we'll stay the same way. 40-28. Hunter with a big lead. Charles with the right hand off the mark. Henrique and Alston battle. Checking in now, it'll be Sine Brody and Amani McKenzie as Raya Abdul Salam takes a seat. Alston steps off. Alston has played 16 minutes today. And a great job defensively against Henriques, who is a handful, to say the least. Charles from 3. Alexa Charles with an absolute dagger from beyond the arc. Makes it 43-28. You got to be kidding me. As Rutgers calls the timeout. As Hunters open up its biggest lead of the day. They lead by 15. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. And we'll be back with a very special guest making our way over to Broadcast Row. You're in for a treat, everybody. We'll be back with more after this. And we're back here live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Action underway after the Stacey Townsend timeout. It's the Scarlet Raiders trailing 43-30. Good defense there by Sine Brody, but a foul is called. It looked like she was standing straight up and down. But either way, Brody will pick up her first personal. Again, Hunter College, off of the strong play from their senior Alexa Charles, has extended their biggest lead of the game, and that will put number 1, Mia Fuller, on the line for the Hunter College Hawks. Fuller today from the line, I should say, still looking for her first points of the ball game. Believe it or not, Fuller has been held off of the score sheet. 6 minutes remaining in the quarter. And Alexa Charles with the steal. Charles now with the left hand. Pulls it back. And we're going to have an official's timeout to put 25 on the shot clock. And what better time to introduce a very special guest, everybody. Let's say hello to the Chancellor of Rutgers Newark. Of course, that would be one Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson. I feel like we've got a celebrity in our midst.
Oh, wow.
Very, very happy. I know it's a little odd not to be able to hear yourself. Backdoor Charles underneath.
Oh, boy.
What a pass and a completion. And Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson, tell us a little bit about yourself. And I know you're relatively new to the role of Chancellor. And I know you're very fond of athletics as well. So
I am
we're
indeed.
combining both academics and athletics as we do so well here at Rutgers Newark.
Yes,
And
indeed.
I want to first of all welcome you to the Rutgers family and to athletics in the Golden Dome. And how have things been going for you?
Oh, it's been going great. Thank you, John. I've been here since August 1st. It's a remarkable university, an amazing place. The academics and athletics, of course, are part of it. But I actually love also how much we do and how much we engage with the community as well. So Rutgers University Newark is doing it right.
Well, you couldn't have hit a better point on that one, Doctor, because, of course, today being Youth Community Day, kind of a tough weekend because of the holidays as far as the participation today. But some key kids and schools participating in Youth Community Day, including Patterson Charter, Science and Tech, and one of our players attended there, the freshman. I wanted to point out Zarelli Babadia, and her coach from high school is here today, Coach Christina. So how important is it to keep the community involved, the kids involved, and obviously the local high school kids who turn out to be Rutgers Newark players?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It's a whole pathway. We create pathways of opportunity for folks, and so making sure the community gets involved very early in our athletics events helps them to also aspire to be great leaders. So that's part of the job here. This is what we do well at Rutgers.
I couldn't agree with you more. Tell me a little bit more about you and where were you prior to this? And certainly a big school with a lot of kids in a big city. And how have you adapted to this Rutgers Newark family?
Oh, yes. It's great to be part of the Scarlet Raiders family. I came here from North Carolina A&T State University, which was a slightly larger Division I school.
Oh, well, it's right up your alley. I mean, a huge Division I school. My gosh.
And so, but it's great to be here. I'm loving it and loving the opportunities that we provide. I was at North Carolina A&T for 12 years. I was
we got
provost and
ourselves
executive vice chancellor
a big time
there,
chancellor here. That is
but it's
terrific.
great to be chancellor here. This place inspired me. I actually wasn't seeking any other opportunities, but I started reading about Rutgers University Newark and also saw, of course, that they had posted this position. And that's when I decided, wow, where has this place been all my life?
To me, whenever I mention Rutgers, people, they immediately think New Brunswick, especially out-of-state people. But, to me, having this program, its own athletics, the law school, the business school being right here, one of the most I shouldn't say underappreciated, but I look at it as almost as a hidden gem, Rutgers Newark, in a lot of ways, because the mainstream think of New Brunswick, and yet there's so many special things going on here. Rutgers now trailing 47-30. That shot from the side is no good, and no excuses, Doctor, but an All-American player on Hunter, not to keep the focus on her, who was the player of the year in the CUNY conference last year. A real generational talent. That would be number 0, Alexa Charles. So certainly the Scarlet Raiders with their hands full today, and such a special player in Charles. They got to the championship game last year, did Hunter. So the last time these two teams played was in 2014. Rutgers got the win, but one of the last non-conference games of the year, and Brody just hit a big 3. But I understand you've had some sports as part of your life, including playing high school basketball, I believe. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Oh, yeah. I've been playing basketball from the 6th grade till the 12th grade, and track as well. So
get out of here.
Track and basketball,
That is awesome.
Yeah.
I just think it's so great you're here today, and we've never had an opportunity to meet. I would have done a deeper dive on some more of your accolades, but I'm happy to get to know you today, and look forward to maybe unpacking a little bit more about just the school year as it continues as we head into the holidays here. But tell us a little bit about the track and field and basketball, if you would.
Oh, yeah. Well, basketball, I've always been a point guard, and that's my particular role. I love playing it because point guards are the folks who have to make sure that plays are called at the right time. Yeah, and you also often get to have a great relationship with the coach.
Absolutely.
The point guard gets to read things that sometimes the coach doesn't see. The coach sees a whole lot that the point guard doesn't see, and it's always a conversation during the game how to switch things up.
Absolutely.
So,
Such an important component, too, with the point guard running the show, and often it's like a second coach out there on the floor.
Yes. And I've had great coaches during my career, and even in track. I was a sprinter, and, definitely sprinter and 220s. They were called 220s back then.
Well,
and then moved to the 200 meter in the high school. So.
Well, the 200 meter, one of my favorite athletes of all time. Backdoor pass to Charles, scores it, count the basket, and it's really the Hunter Hawks, Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson that seem to be separating themselves a little bit here in the third quarter.
I really do believe both teams are equally skilled. I think some of what's happening, though, with the Scarlet Raiders today is in the passing game. The passing game is not where it needs to be. And in the beginning of the game, they had a hard time breaking that press. So they finally got an offensive play that worked with the press, and that was a big deal.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, I may have to recruit you as a color commentator, or Stacey Townsend, can steal you away to help with the coaching here and there. But I'm really serious. Excellent analysis right there. Very, very much on point. Good look underneath the Q. Q gets her own rebound. It's stripped away by Drake and given to Charles. Charles now gains the front court, pulls it back. Off now to Fuller. Three-pointer by Stratton. It's good, and with shots like that, Doctor, it's hard to defend that long-range three from the junior Stratton.
And we haven't been able to put up the threes, but of course Hunter is playing a defense that's shutting us down on the outside and in some ways on the inside.
They're playing man right now. No, they're playing zone defense, which is causing some problems. A long-range three from Felder is off the mark.
That zone is keeping us out,
And Dr. Jackson, one other thing. You mentioned the 200 meters. One of my all-time favorite athletes, current day, is Sydney McLaughlin, who is the record holder in the 200 meters. I think she's been married.
What is
Sydney McLaughlin, is it Jackson or something? But she is so special and so amazing to watch. And Sha'Carri Richardson in the 100. We've got the Winter Olympics coming up in February. I'm always excited for the Summer Olympics with the track and field. What were some of your highlights from back in the day as far as memories are concerned, athletically, be it track and field or basketball?
Oh yeah, well the 100 meter was really my run.
That's like the rock star race.
Yeah, that one is the big one. But the days in which we started off in the blocks, we had muscle on muscle.
Are you from the Bronx?
No, I said blocks. Starting out in the blocks.
Blocks. Right. Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm actually originally from North Carolina, but my dad was in the Air Force, so we kind of grew up everywhere.
Moved around a little bit.
Yep.
North Carolina, what a great part of the country, though, and you've got big basketball down there too at the Tar Heels.
I hate to say, but the reason that in high school I chose UNC Chapel Hill was Michael Jordan made that shot in the championship.
Wait, so you went to Chapel Hill undergrad?
I went to UNC Chapel Hill undergrad.
Oh my gosh! What a beautiful place! And Jordan was sort of a relatively unknown arriving on campus.
That's right. That was in spring '82 when he hit that shot, and that was like, okay, I think I'm going to go to UNC Chapel Hill.
That is amazing.
Of course, it was about academics as well.
With the longtime coach Dean Smith at University of North Carolina.
And we have the Dean Dome. They built the Dean Dome while I was there.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I consider us so very fortunate, and I'm not just saying this because the big shot's here, to have joining us today for the very first time, Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson, and Rutgers should feel very fortunate to have you after such an esteemed career so far up to this point. And we're really hoping for big things here in the future, not only with athletics, but continued success with academics and the school. And to have your leadership here, Dr. Smith-Jackson, is really an honor and a thrill, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you. I appreciate you, John. Thanks for inviting me.
10 seconds to go. We're now down by 20.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts on what maybe some adjustments we can make here heading into the fourth quarter?
Well, I'm going to let Coach Townsend do her job. She's qualified to coach. But our players, though, I think at this point it becomes a mental game as well. So when they keep looking at that scoreboard, I always tell players, don't don't even bother with the scoreboard. Just make things happen.
I
down
couldn't
to
agree
0.
with you more. I had a coach once tell me, I always look at players if we're losing by a lot or winning by a lot, how they behave. Because if you play just as hard if you're down by 20 as you are when you're up by 20, I think that's where you want to be.
Yeah, that's right.
As a player, as Tamara goes to the foul line. But Chancellor, I hope we can sit together one more time during the basketball season. Please don't be a stranger. Thanks so much for being here and for taking a few minutes to sit with us here today.
All right, thank you, John.
The Chancellor of Rutgers Newark, everybody, Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson, and we'll get you on camera the next time.
Okay.
I'm going to hold you to
I'll be ready.
All right. Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson, everybody, the Chancellor here in 2025, 2026, her first foray into the academic world here at Rutgers Newark after such a storied career elsewhere down in North Carolina. And what was the other?
I was at North Carolina A&T.
North Carolina A&T. And
went to UNC Chapel Hill and NC State.
NC State, that was the one that I missed.
Yeah,
okay, thanks again. End of the third quarter, 55-35. We'll be back with more after this.
All right.
And we're back here live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. How about that, Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson, everybody? What an impressive woman. New chancellor here at Rutgers Newark, and a pretty good athlete in her own right. Track and field, basketball, UNC Chapel Hill undergrad, NC State. Just really a terrific woman, and we hope to talk to her more as this season continues. Let's go back to the floor. Start of the fourth quarter. Rutgers Newark has their work cut out for him. Alexa Charles with 30 points for Hunter. She's working on a double-double, 2 rebounds shy of that. She's a perfect 5 from the line. 3 of 8 from three-point range. She's shooting 44% from the floor on 11 of 25 shooting. She has literally played the entire game for Hunter and their head coach, John Garrett. And when you've got a generational player like Alexa Hunter, you just give Alexa the ball and go. A very unselfish player, Alexa Charles, as well. 8 points for Murray, 5 for Henriques. You look at that disparity between the second leading scorer on this team, at least in today's match. Murray with 8, Charles with 30. So no secrets on what the secret of Hunter's success is this season. Again, if you're just joining us, Charles eclipsing the 2,000-point plateau, the all-time leading scorer in Hunter College history. Doing what Alexa does. And that basket is no good. Henriques is going to get fouled. Offensive rebound with the putback. And that's all number 24 needs, 42 needs to do. Gianna Henriques at 6'4", get those rebounds. Henriques goes up strong, exactly what she should be doing from that point and position on the floor. Henriques makes the first. Henriques is now 3 for 3. No, I should say, I'm sorry, 1 for 1 with Gianna Henriques. 2 for 2 now. Henriques with 6 points. Rihanna with the right hand. Rihanna drives. Dishes to Alston, who can't convert. Murray to Charles. Charles cross court. Dury underneath to Gianna. Dury again. That's off the mark from 3. Offensive rebound, Murray. Over to Charles. Charles to Dury. Inside to Gianna. And what's the call? A traveling violation against Gianna Henriques. Sine Brody now for Rutgers. Gives to Rihanna. Over to Q. Q moving right to left to Medina. Good look inside to Alston. Alston kicks it out to Rihanna. Alston got a piece of it. Kept in bounds beautifully by Hunter. And that was Charles doing the work there to keep the play alive for the Hawks. Charles now. It gives to Murray. Murray finds Dury. Back to Murray. Murray with the right hand inside to Gianna. Gianna double team, kicks it out. 3-pointer off the mark. That was Ori Tong. R.A. Tong. Offensive rebound. Charles put back, no good. Nice rebound by Alston over to Q. Charles turns Q around. Q having trouble getting to midcourt. Finally does just that. Rihanna Abdul-Salam. Medina to Q. Q for 3. No good. Rebound. Tong. Tong gives to Alexa. Alexa Charles. Alexa Charles with 30 points. Murray to Gianna. Gianna underneath. No good. Checking in, it'll be Imani McKenzie.
Imani McKenzie returns to the game for the Scarlet Raiders.
And Quinasia Felder will take a seat. That's Felder with 8 points. Brody's got 10. Nice rebound by Alston. She's been strong on the boards tonight. Medina to Abdul-Salam, and it's up and in. Great outlet pass by Alston. Terrific ball movement overall by the Scarlet Raiders. With 6:05 to go, Charles from below the free throw line. Murray. Alston gets called for the foul away from the basketball. That's her 4th. So Alston's got to be careful, 1 away from fouling out. Under 6 to go. 19-point Hawks lead. Gianna puts the ball on the floor. Kicks it out to Murray. Murray goes to the hardwood, fouled on the play. That'll be number 5, McKenzie.
Number 5, Imani McKenzie, that's her 3rd. Team's 3rd.
3 fouls now for McKenzie. Alston will take a seat. Charles for 3 off the mark. Good defense there by Rihanna Abdul-Salam. And here comes McKenzie. Up ahead, 3-pointer head fake, driving to the hole. Fouled on the play is Abdul-Salam. Taking a look at the CUNYAC Conference, Brooklyn 5-1 overall, Hunter 4-2, Lehman 5-3, Baruch 2-5, CCNY, York, Medgar, and John Jay round out the conference. On the line will be Abdul Salam. You think about the Brooklyn College, 9 straight years in the CUNYAC. They've gotten to that CUNYAC championship game. Certainly a powerhouse. That Hunter looks to give a run this year. And the last hurrah for Alexa Charles, the All-American, and returning player of the year in the CUNY Conference. For Rutgers Newark, taking a quick look at the New Jersey Athletic Conference with 5:15 remaining. William Patterson is 1-0 in the conference, 5-0 overall. Hunter has not yet started conference play. The floater from Abdul Salam, no good. Montclair at 4-0, Stockton 4-1. Jersey City 2-2, Rowan 3-2, Ramapo 4-3. Spin move, McKenzie. It rims out. Newark 2-4, Kane 0-5. College of New Jersey rounds it out at 0-6. 4:35 remaining. A reach-in foul going to be called against on McKenzie.
That's our fourth.
Wan Hua Pang in the match, as well as Gianna can't convert. Medina. Wan Hua Pang guarding Medina. Medina kicks it to Tamario. Same way. Excellent job there by Paulina Bonilla. The 5'11 freshman forward, Bonilla. Excellent defense there for the Hawks. Another whistle away from the basketball. So 4 fouls now on Dury. It'll be 2 shots for Brody. Looking ahead for Hunter College. A loss to Stevens on Tuesday. Rebounding with a win here today, unless a miracle happens. Prior to that, it was a couple of wins in a row against Albertus Magnus and Penn State Abington. And up next for Hunter College after today, it'll be Wednesday at Sarah Lawrence College in Bronxville, New York. Tip-off there is at 6 p.m. Well, Brody going to get called for the foul.
Come here. Mia, come here. Hurry up. Jeez.
And for the Scarlet Raiders, well, as we mentioned, they had won 2 in a row against Keystone and York, followed by that loss at Camden on Tuesday. A nice free throw there by Murray. And that makes it 57-39. So after tonight, Rutgers Newark will resume conference play next Wednesday at Jersey City University. A 5:30 p.m. tip in a big conference matchup there. And next weekend at the Golden Dome, it'll be Montclair State at 4 p.m. Big block by Gianna Henriques. Benoit Hang. A traveling violation called against Hunter. Tamario Underneath to Brody, no good. But listen, at the end of the day, it's too much Alexa Charles today for Rutgers Newark. And go over some of these numbers. Charles now with, I think she's got more than 30. I don't know what the deal is here. Charles, it says, has 30 points. 10 for Murray, 6 for Henriques. You look at some of these overall statistics. Hunter shot 19 of 76 from the field. Rutgers 16 of 60. Five of 26 from three for Hunter. 3 of 15 for Rutgers. Rutgers is 4 for 12 from the free throw line. Hunter is 15 of 20. And this really begins to tell the tale here. 57 to 44. Hunter's out rebounded the Scarlet Raiders. 24 offensive rebounds to just 12 for Rutgers. Rutgers has turned it over 20 times to 13 for Hunter. Q with the pullback. No good. Moving to her left is Murray. Back to her right. And a foul is going to be called against Drake. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a Rutgers Newark foul against Abdus Salam, and that's going to put Rutgers over the limit. And Drake will go to the line for Hunter.
Drake makes the first.
This is Drake's first trip to the free throw line today. Nice job. 1 of 2. And it will be McKenzie now with the basketball, with the crossover. Good ball handling here by McKenzie. McKenzie's going to take it herself. No good. Drake pulls it away. 2:20 now remaining. 20-point Hawks lead. And we got Alexa Charles on the bench for Hunter College. I doubt we're going to see her back in this one. Charles will finish with 30. Prior to today, Alexa Charles is averaging 34 points a game.
And Sophie Stratton returned to the game for the Hawks.
Now, several players have checked in for both teams. We've got Mahak Kaur checks in for Rutgers Newark. She replaces Abdus Salam. Paulina Bonina is in the ball game for Hunter. Allie Drake. Sophie Stratton. Bonilla hits the second. No, that's Mia Fuller. I'm sorry. Number 23, Wan Hua Pang, also in the game for Hunter. Brody off the glass, no good. Q gets the offensive rebound. Over to Medina. Medina with the spin move, comes up short, gets her own B rebound, keeps it in play. Pull back three, Brody. Gorgeous job by Brody with 1:30 remaining. Brody now with 14 points. That leads all scorers for Newark. Thrashing to the line was McKenzie. It's off the mark. 1 minute to go. A 1 minute fast break. Smacked away by Medina, as Medina got back on defense to help out there. 54.7 to go. On the line now, Allie Drake started from the bottom. Now she's here. I think I already used that one. Drake now with her second free throw. Drake now with 4 points. Drake will finish with 4 points. It'll be Medina now, past midcourt. Rutgers trails by 20. Core with the shot, no good. Kept in play by Brody. Core can't find the handle. The traveling violation called against Rutgers. A 38.5 to go. Our next broadcast, folks, will be a week from yesterday. It'll be women's basketball versus Montclair and men's basketball versus Montclair. That's next weekend. We look forward to seeing you then. Rutgers will drop to 2-5 overall, as the Hawks will improve to 5-2 on the season. Looking to make this a season to remember. My thanks to Rutgers Newark Chancellor Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson, our special guest today. We hope to see Dr. Smith-Jackson around this year. I'm sure we will, here at the Golden Dome. A terrific athlete in her own right in her first year as chancellor here at Rutgers Newark. We congratulate Dr. Tanya Smith-Jackson and thank her for all of her help this semester. A long-range three off the mark by Brody, and that's going to do it. Final is 62-42. I want to thank everybody for tuning in once again to our live coverage of Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders sports. And run through the final statistics for the Scarlet Raiders. Leading all scorers with 14, Sine Brody. 9 points for Abdul Salam. Medina with 10 rebounds. That leads the way for Rutgers Newark, along with 7 points, 3 shy of the double-double. For Hunter College, of course, it's their leading scorer doing what leading scorers do. Alexa Charles with 30 big points for the Hawks. Charles also with 4 steals, 1 block, 1 assist, and 12 rebounds. That's good for the double-double from Alexa Charles. What a player, what a delight. And we want to wish head coach John Garrett, Alexa Charles and company all the best with their season. They avenged their loss to Rutgers Newark back in 2014 here today, the last time those two teams played. 10 points for number 3 from the Hawks, and that would be Makeda Murray with 10 points. 5 points for Stratton, 4 for Drake, 1 for Tong, 6 for Gianna Enriques, 4 for Dury, and 3 for Fuller. Folks, that's going to conclude today's broadcast. We'll see you back here next weekend as conference play heats up here at the Golden Dome. Montclair State taking on Rutgers Newark men and women. We'll have that for you next Saturday. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everybody. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.